Do you have music that comes on? It's like
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's already played right. Okay, so Cooksux, welcome to Kabuki News. We have a few clips that I would love to review with you that kind of highlight.
Let's go.
These are generally your top clips. Clips I find very interesting and clips that you can probably find Cooksux doing all the time. Generally, in every stream.
Let's go through memory lane here.
So here we go. Starting off with the first clip, we have the top clip right now. The top clip right now, can you explain to me what's happening here?
Basically, when I was in Busan City, I was there during one of their greatest typhoons in like 10 years. And I just decided, why not go outside and stream it? And I wasn't the only one that was streaming it that had this idea. There were like other Africa TV streamers going around. Like Busan, if you don't know, is a very streamer-friendly city. So this clip is just some interactions I had with some other Korean streamers. That's basically it. Me interacting with Africa TV. I mean, I don't know what was going on in my mind. All I know is these guys were bringing the content, and I couldn't be upstaged by them.
Okay, that's all good. That's great because like I found it very interesting that like I was thinking to myself, is this pre-COVID? Because this was a pretty recent clip, right? And then everybody's kind of rolling on the ground in like a monsoon. And I was like, this is like only something that you would see in America. And I was like, this is awesome. That this is actually, like people are just kind of like going for it. So that's like amazing to me.
That whole segment I thought was real fun, actually. Like, you have to watch more of that actual stream, that whole stream. One of my best streams, I think.
I'm going to bring in more later, though. Once I have a few people back, there's going to be something else that is more... It's going to be super cohesive, and it involves multiple people. So, like, now that, you know, I finally got everything kind of, like, prepared now, and, like, basically, most of the things you see in this whole world are, like, prototypes for, like, a really, really intense idea that I had. And now that I have everything ready, it's all ready to go. So, next clip. So, we have this moment. It's very funny to So basically, this is something that I see you do a lot. You're always kind of like jerking, and I always wonder what the Korean response to that was. He seemed to kind of just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put this here and just kind of go on, and that's it. And that was very interesting to me.
Let me tell you, the thing is, what I've noticed in Korea is that Korean people, I mean, maybe it's not just Korea, it's just maybe Asia in general, but they just kind of try to mind their own business. And if they see someone do something like this, they're just like, you know what, I just don't want to be involved. I'm going to ignore it. Okay. So that's kind of what happens throughout my day. And I don't know if you know this, but I twerk for X amount of subscriptions or a certain donation. It's just like a reaction that I do. So
I do know
it's just at the time. I didn't expect the guy to come out literally, you know, when I did that. It just happens. It just happens.
Yes. 2 big screens, exactly. So, like, basically, this is kind of like the situation room. But there's another situation that I was actually confused about and why it was clipped. And I was thinking about, like, a couple scenarios. But it's this clip. This one involving a dog. So what happened here? So I see the dog grabs... Okay, the dog grabs the pail, takes it away, and then just, like, goes off. Like, what happened?
So the context of that was, it was the whole stream, right? So in the beginning, I was walking from, point A to point B, right? Mm-hmm. And during my walk, I ran into these dogs. Like this small town in Korea, there was a whole bunch of like little dogs everywhere. And I just felt kind of weird about it for some reason. Like they were all just kind of looking sickly or tired, or they were all chained up. And I was like, okay, well maybe I can make some friends, right? That's what I was thinking. So while I was walking up, I saw this dog, and it just seemed very friendly. It looked hungry, or maybe wanted some water. At least that's what the chat was suggesting. And I was like, all right, well, you know what? Maybe later on my way back down, I'll grab some stuff and then come back and, you know, play with the dog a little bit and do that. So basically, this is the second time I run into the dog. I give him some snacks, and then everyone's like, just give him some water. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I feed the dog the water from the bottle. They're like, put it in the bowl. I'm like, guys, stop fucking telling me what to do. Stop telling me what to do. But you know what? It's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll put the water in the bowl. So when I grab the dog bowl, put the water in, I put the rest of the water, and then the dog just flips it over, as you see in the clip. And I'm just like, okay, well, there goes all that water that I knew was gonna spill on the ground. So I mean, it's just me being a combination annoyed with the dog and the chat, and that's just kind of our relationship.
That's like a very, very intricate story. Like
yeah,
I
know,
did
there's so much information.
No. That was good though, because like I need that.
Yeah, everybody needs a lot of these clips. You need a lot of context. So it's just like, how do people watch these clips and they're just like, this is fun. You just fed a dog water, and then the thing just flipped it over. But if you know the whole story, it's even better.
Yes. This is like such an interesting. So that does conclude Kabuki News. It was so interesting to kind of like sift through some of these clips. I wanted to add in the Annie Milonakis bit, but I couldn't add it there because I wanted to ask you, like, the coordination was so perfect with that. It was so good. The coordination was like perfect. I was like, okay, that was the perfect, because that was Annie Milonakis' biggest clip, and I was like, that was epic. Yeah, of all time actually. So like, I think people should know that basically. So that's all for Kabuki News. Thank you guys for watching this little segment here. So we'll continue on to the next